Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And this is for you if you are busy, if you want to look fresh, you want to look put together, but you don't want to feel like you have a mask of makeup on. This is the look. So I'm going to take you through this. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to get ready with you. And I have to tell you, I did this makeup last night and it lasted forever, and you're gonna see why in just a moment. So let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. We love this headband. I got this from Forever 21, which doesn't ever get old to me. Like, how funny that is that I'm almost 50 years old and this is from Forever 21. All right, let's get started with skin. So my skin is clean, washed, you know, all the things. I put on some lip balm. This is very important. You will see in just a moment. So I'm gonna actually start with my skincare, Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Look at, there's not a lot left of it. I love it, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's like the best kind of primer, and you've seen me do this before, so I don't need to like walk you through this step by step. And then the Indeed Nano Bronzing Drops. I just put a little bit on my hand. So before you say, that's not gonna protect you from the sun, I'm not using it as a sunscreen. I'm using it as like a very light foundation. It's summertime, we want our skin to breathe, we want our skin to show through. So this is more like me just, you know, giving myself a little color, because, you know, your girl is white, and you know, just feeling like a little more even, a little bit more bronzy. It's light, it lets your skin show through. Never forget your neck, right? I always put it on my neck and my throat here as well. And it's just so easy, and we use our hands, and we love, and I think I have like a couple pimples that are getting started here. That's not fun, but such is life. So you're gonna see me sort of like checking on my mirror here as well. It's hard. Like I said, this is the makeup I did yesterday, and I was like, oh, I have to share it. So this takes 10 minutes. So slap that on and you're good, all right? Then a little concealer. I am lucky, I don't really have a lot of dark circles, but I do, you know, like to just kind of even things out a little bit. So I'm just using the RMS Uncover Up in shade 11. You will note that it's a lot of the same products, but that's because I'm a real person, not a makeup artist. I do not have like a brand new, you know, set of makeup every time I do makeup. So I just put this underneath, like kind of in the corner of my eyes, the inner and then the outer corner. I leave this part where the wrinkly rinks are. I leave that naturale. I put a little bit here just for brightening, and also, like I said, I've got, you know, a little pimple starting. I always go around my nose because I tend to notice that I have a little bit of discoloration. But what I love about this product is that, you know, I barely even need to look in the mirror to make it look decent. Like, it just melts into your skin so beautifully. I always put some underneath here. Fun fact, I feel like I had a pimple like a while ago, and it's just always a little discolored, a little red there. So that's not a fun fact. That's the opposite. That's a sad fact. I have a little bit of a little sunspot there, a little pimple here. Again, it's not this color, it's gonna melt into your skin. So you just kind of slap it on. All right, and that's it. I mean, super fast, super easy. Okay, bronzing. I love a bronze moment. This is actually concealer for people with much darker skin. This is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and the shade is 147.5, okay? I sometimes change it up. I found that I like a darker one than the lighter, and I just draw some lines on my head. As you see, I have a very big old forehead, I always have, and then I do it right on my cheekbones. That's literally it. I use a brush, mine is slightly angled like this, and I just blend her in to my skin, okay? I'm going up and, you know, into my hairline here as well, so that there's no sharp lines, and making sure that she is blended, she is naturale, she is looking good. And then always take the excess underneath your chin and down here. Okay, so this is like the foundation, and then, you know, give her a check, make sure you look good, you blended, all right? And that's that. Okay, Okay, so we are blended, we are bronze, we are feeling good. So we're gonna go into blush next, and I think summertime, fresh, you know, a nice dewy look, a pinky blush is always key. I love, as you probably might know, or maybe you don't, the Danessa Myricks cream products I think are like chef's kiss. I have It Girl here, and then I also have, this is the Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade Hope. I think I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty today. So that's what I did yesterday, that's what I'm gonna do today. This is very wet, so a little goes far. I mean, look at how tiny that is, all right? That's likely going to be enough, we will see. And then I just take it on my hand, and then I have this brush. This is the My Kiko Buffing Powder Blush. I like this because it doesn't spread it all over. And then I just go very high on my face here because we're lifting and enhancing always, okay? And it just gives me this like cute little, I always go across the bridge of my nose too, but like she's fresh, she's dewy, she's like doing all the things we love, all right? Very natural. Such a good color. All right, this blush I find, because it is so wet, that I always like to finish it with my fingers. Sounds kind of dirty, but I do. I like to make sure that it's really blended in nicely, that you don't have any like sharp lines of demarcation. So, but I'm a blush girl. I love blush, all right, because I'm just very pale. So it just livens me up. So then I just take my fingers, and I'm gonna take my mirror here as well, just making sure it's in. I'm certain I'm gonna add more, but that's what we have for now, okay? Let's get into brows here. This is a staple for me, which is my Kosas eyebrow. It's Brow Pop is the name of this, and I always do underneath my eye. I just like to, it adds a little bit of definition. Hang on, I'm actually gonna put it on here. Whoops. Hang on. We're just putting this underneath the eye, lifting it up, okay? Notice the difference between this eye and this eye, right? It just gives you like a little special something, but it just looks like you naturally have a little bit of shading, and that's why I love this. So don't sleep on this. It's such a good trick. Using your eyebrow pencil underneath your eye is like so key. When I do this also, I literally stop underneath the pupil of my eye. So I'm going up, and that's it. Then eyebrows, really any kind of product that helps you define and kind of lift your eyebrows. I love the NYX Thick It Stick It, just putting it in my eyebrows, lifting them up, okay? Kind of gives you that like sort of almost like laminated look, which I like. I found though, you know, it's funny, I had my eyebrows laminated last summer before I went to Italy, and I look at the pictures and I'm like, my friend was right. My friend saw me when we, you know, saw each other for the first time in Rome, and she was like, what is this eyebrow thing? I don't like it. And I looked at her and I was kind of annoyed, and I was like, well, it's a good thing it's my face and not yours. But the truth is she was right. So, you know, maybe the delivery was off, but she was absolutely right. Now we're gonna do something here. We're gonna go into lips next. We'll finish the brows in a minute, we'll finish the eyes, but there's a reason for this. I had a little bit of lip balm on. For this product, we want it off. So let me actually get a tissue. Please hold. So I just wiped off any remaining lip balm, and this is so, so important. Summertime is about ease. It's about naturally looking pretty. It's about, you know, like going swimming, being at the beach, not having a face full of makeup on, right? This is the Wonder Skin Lip Mask. If you haven't tried this, this product is fantastic. We're gonna look like a freak for a few minutes, but we're gonna do it. And this is in the shade Whimsical. All right, so it goes on crazy colored like purple. So we're gonna use this as like a lip color that's gonna stay on all day. I literally did this yesterday at about noon, and I went out to dinner at 7 o'clock. All I did was put gloss on. Like, we love that, right? So you're gonna use it first like a liner. Now, look. Controversial. I like overlining. It's my face. If you don't like overlining, don't. But I do find that this creates such a beautiful, beautiful look. You're gonna love it. So do you. If you wanna overline it, great. If you don't, don't. So I'm gonna put it here. It's gonna be hard to talk. So we did underneath the bottom lip, all right? I'm gonna put a little more product on. This does dry out, kind of quickly, so you want to, you know, just work diligently. Then the top, I'm gonna kind of stretch out my lip a little. Doesn't that look cute? And we're gonna put it on the top. This is just like lip liner, right? We're kind of creating the outline. Okay, so I overlined just a little bit, nothing crazy. Then we're gonna fill in, but we're not gonna fill her all in. Watch. So we're gonna take my actual lip line in the corners, and then I'm gonna go over it. Then start filling in the lip a little bit, but you wanna keep a little bit of the center of your lip nakey-nakes, all right? So just, all right, isn't that a wacko color? Then we're gonna do kind of the same thing on the top lip. So fill in your corners. And this is gonna last you. So, you know, just work carefully. And then same deal here. As we fill it in. But you see how just a little bit of the center is not colored, and we want that on purpose. It's just gonna give the illusion of fuller lips, which if you're anything like me, you always want the illusion of fuller lips. All right, and then just kind of trace it over. Now that's a look, honey, but we want her to dry. So we're just gonna let her dry, let her hang out. In the meantime, let's get back to our eyebrows. So using that same Kosas brow pencil, you're just gonna fill in any kind of missing pieces or just any places where you wanna add a little bit more definition. Again, we're lifting and enhancing, so I'm just kind of going, making the line of my brow just a titch more defined. What is that? I don't know. And then, you know, just in the center here, but I'm really focusing on kind of the top of the brow here, right? And then you just take, I love this product because it has a brush, so you don't need a separate one, and you just brush her in. How crazy do we look with these lips? Ooh, girl, we love. All right, same thing on the other side. I have a lot more gray hair on this eyebrow. Yes, I do dye my own eyebrows, but the really pesky grays, I don't think they work. I even use the gray, the Ardell Magic Gray drops, and it still doesn't really work. So, 'tis my fate to have slightly gray brows, but that's okay. With the pencil, they fill in. Okay, so now we look great, right? And you're done. Just kidding. So let the lips are starting to dry. You can kind of feel it that they're drying, all right? So our eyebrows are donezo. I like to curl my lashes next, all right? So we're gonna curl the lashes. Okay, our lashes are curled, our lips are drying. That's what we want. For our eyes, okay? I am going to use this pencil. I think it's from Ecobella. I love it. It's kind of like a bronzy brown. Everything has faded off here. Everything will be linked down below in the description and also in the comments. So I'm gonna just do it sort of like tight line on the top, okay? Just a little bit of extra definition, all right? This color is very subtle, but I really like it, and you'll see what I mean. See how it just defined my lashes a little bit more? Look at this. Look at that, okay? A little bit more defined. It's subtle, but it does make a difference, all right? So we're gonna just do the same thing on the other side. So I'm trying to get right at the base of the lashes here. And then I'm gonna do my little trick where I just do a little line at the corner of my eyes and then kind of come in about to the pupil as well here. Okay, this color, this pencil blends really, really nicely. So that's a good thing. We like a good blend, right? Just easy, okay, you see? Subtle, but it gives you a little bit of definition. We don't look, you know, well, we look crazy with the lips, but these are gonna come off in a minute. All right, let's do the other side. using my finger just to blend it a little bit. Again, summertime is about like softness, right? We don't want to look crazy. All right, let's do just a touch of that blush, like a tiny, eensy weensy little drop, barely noticeable. We are going to use kind of a buffing brush here, and we're going to put a little bit of that on my actual eyelid. This is a trick I've been doing for years. I just feel like when you do the blush or a bronze on your eyes, it does make your eye pop a little bit more, but it also kind of gives you like a cohesiveness, which is nice, so that all the colors are sort of blending together, which is always a good thing. So that's what we're doing. Okay, my lips are dry. That's a good thing. Love that. All right. Let's get a microfiber cloth, so please hold while I get one. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see. So notice this crazy color, right? We're gonna take this microfiber cloth, and it's just a little bit wet, and I'm gonna take off the lip color. And just you wait, honey. Look at that color. Like, is that gorgeous or what? And this lasts, like, it's like a lip stain, but even better, like a million times better. The one caveat with it is you gotta make sure your lips are smooth, because it will stick on like whatever was on your lips. So that's where these microfiber cloths like kind of come in handy, so you can kind of buff your lips a little bit. Okay, and then you also wanna make sure, I've learned this the hard way with this product, if you do it with like a tissue or something like that, I feel like it doesn't get all the purple off, and then it has like more of a mauvey color. Whereas when I use the microfiber, I can really get in there and get it off. So that's a good thing. All right, how good does that look? I'm loving it. And here's the deal. So you now have a very natural looking lip color that is gonna stay on. When I tell you this is gonna stay on all day, it's gonna stay on all day. And like, it's such a good color. I'll go in closer. Look at that, perfect. We're not done, we're gonna do more, but we're close. All right, I knew it. I knew I was gonna do it, but we're gonna put a little more blush on. I just feel like I need it. So again, high and mighty. Little on the center. I'm gonna powder just the middle of my forehead here. I don't typically use a lot of powder, but it is hot, it's summertime, and I do tend to get greasy, so I'm gonna just use a little bit of powder here. This is the Well People powder. It's okay. I'm gonna be honest, it's not like my favorite product I've ever used, but it's fine, and it's what I have, so that's what I'm gonna use, okay? See, it just took this little shine off. That's all I'm gonna powder, nothing else. All right. So we did a little bit of the blush on our eyes. I still feel like we could just do a titch more just to smooth it out. Again, we've got that cohesiveness. Mascara, this does not change for me. I think the Kojendo mascara is 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10, like truly stays on forever. And that's what we want in the summertime. It's hot, it's humid, you know, you might be going to pool. I literally can go swimming with this mascara. It does not come off. You can wear it to the beach, it will stay on. It stays on until you actually wash it off. It's a little bit pricey, not gonna lie, but worth every penny, in my opinion, for sure. I've tried a lot of mascaras. It doesn't flake, it doesn't come off. I always do the little scrape, okay, just because it is pretty wet. And we're just gonna do our mascara. One thing to note when doing your mascara, I always do like to do just a little lift so I can really get in the base of your lashes, so you're going all the way from lash to tip. Okay, so lashes, no lashes. We love a lash, all right? I like mascara on my bottom lashes. If you don't use it. Again, this mascara, this Kojendo, it will not smudge, and that's why I like it, right? So I do like adding a little bit of definition, and I just kind of am like tapping at the very base of the bottom lashes. And again, that gives you kind of that like look of eyeliner, which is great. So we look fresh, we look dewy, we're shaving years off, gorge, okay? Voila, and then we'll do the other eye. Okay, so the eyes are done. I mean, summer, right? We have like a pink glow. We have blush on, we love it. Now I'm gonna do something a little crazy, which is I'm gonna do a little bit of the Supergoop Glow Screen as a highlighter. I don't typically do this. I did it yesterday and I really liked how it looked. So I'm just putting a tiny little dab of it on my finger, and then I'm just gonna highlight, just kind of beat her in there onto my cheekbones because it's summer and, you know, we want a little bit of glow. Love, love, love. Even a little bit on the bridge of my nose, which, yes, if you are an oily skin gal and you don't want to look glowy, I would not do that in the bridge of your nose. Like, I certainly would not put glow screen right here for me because I tend to glow naturally there. But I think this is so pretty. And if you are not using the Supergoop Glow Screen on like your collarbones, let's do it right now because you're gonna see, look at it right now. And then I'm gonna just put a little bit, I'm running out here, on my collarbones. I do this all the time if I'm wearing like a tank top or something. Pop your collarbones out and then rub her in. I'll do one side so you can see the difference. Oh, excuse me? Like, she's a glowing goddess. It's so, I just think it's such a subtle thing, but it's one of those things where the payoff is absolutely huge. And if you want to have like, you know, more defined collarbones and just have that sort of, I don't know, have that glow on your shoulders. It also makes the muscles pop a little bit too. I don't like it all over my chest. This is just me personally. It's not, I don't know, I just don't like it like that, like when it's all here. So I just like to do it up there and I think it looks great. So look at that, she's gorgeous, she's glowing. Then I'm going to, with the lips, like I said, you could keep it here. This will stay on. I would probably put a little bit of lip balm. The product itself on the lips, it can be a little bit drying, but I'm gonna use some of my City Lips, which is a lip plumper. I've been talking about this for years, and I love this product. And this is where keeping that center a little bit naked really helps because that, by nature of it being just a little bit lighter, it just gives you the illusion of a fuller lip. Add a little lip gloss also. It's, you know, gives you the illusion of a fuller lip, but we're not wearing like a heavy liner. We're not wearing a heavy lipstick. We are good to go. Last thing that I'm gonna do, just because I like it, is I'm gonna just put a dab of highlighter. This is the same thing I've used forever. Maybelline Tattoo Studio in Rose Gold. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in the inner corner of my eye and use my finger to blend it in. Sometimes I can go ham with this. I love highlighter. Highlighter is it. But that is it. I mean, I feel fresh, I feel put together enough. This literally takes me 10 minutes, probably even less. I'd say it's more in the line of like 8 minutes. But I feel put together, I feel fresh, I feel summery. I could go out at night. This is what I wore my makeup last night. It kind of just puts the focus on you rather than your makeup. And, you know, obviously I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a girl with a face and who wears makeup. So I really think that this is just a nice way of kind of keeping the highlight on you rather than your makeup. Thank you so much for getting ready with me. Like I said, every single product will be linked down below in the description and also in the comments for you for easy shopping if you don't already have these products. You know, I try to keep things as realistic as possible for you. So I don't always buy brand new makeup or use all new products, but I do want to always sometimes like just freshen things up a little bit. So this is real world makeup for a real world person. So let me know what you think of this. Please do let me know in the comments below. I love interacting with all of you on YouTube. You guys are the best community ever, and I'm just so grateful that you are here. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Double check. You know, I hear from so many of you, you're like, I watch your videos every week, but I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed. It helps so much. Just tap on that subscribe button. It's completely free. Click on the bell icon so you always know when I have a new video that goes live. And if you like this video, it would mean the world to me if you'd give it a thumbs up. It just tells the algorithm, hey, we like this and we want more. And speaking of more, if you want to keep hanging out with me, check out this video next, and I'll see you there.